Frame-by-frame body cam footage analysis reveals, well,
Bro, if your body cam ain't pick up the meat, you not meated. I ain't never seen no driving goon. I ain't never seen it before, bro. Like, that's impressive. Drive goon?
I am the stone that the builder refused. I am the visual, the inspiration.
You too, what it do, man? It is your boy Abdul up next, and I am back with another video today, man. Yes, Sirski, and today we're reacting to the internet's most illegal gooning incidents. What did he say? Most illegal gooning incidents. Now we all know, you know what used to be in the back of my videos. I retired from the gooning game. I hung up the jersey, you guys. I don't goon. My name went in the rafters. It's gonna be pretty hard to impress me on the most illegal gooning incidents because when it comes to gooning, you name it, I did it. I'm just gonna be honest. You name it, I did it. Not too many people can say they done what I've done in the game. Like, it's all fun and games to joke about gooning till the real gooner steps outside. Now, I already know what y'all thinking. Like, now my gooning stain is not because of me. I'm not meated. I can actually give you guys a valid representation right now. It's pretty much what I'm working with, which is why I made the Gooner Hall of Fame, because I've done a lot in a short period of time. You remember when Nate Robinson won the dunk contest? 5'7", and I'm not gonna get into my goonosophy. We take it so deep around here, man. This is the goon sign. I can't speak too much about it, man. I might get a goon Rico. Subscribe to my other channels. I know a lot of people been asking me where the streams are. Now listen, real quick, I'm gonna let you know. I should be streaming every day, 7 days from now. When the IRL equipment comes in, the streams will begin, all right? I'm trying to give y'all a blend. I won't just be IRL streaming, but I wanna, you know, have the best of both worlds and give y'all quality.
as many of you already know,
Stop gooning on the hat. Look, I don't give a dang how much I hate gooning. I'm not stepping out the house with a stop gooning hat. I'm not trying to scare the huz. The huz goon more than us. You just don't know that.
we're living in the middle of a gooning epidemic. Unable to contain their own horniness, some gooners have gotten themselves...
Boy. Bro, choose your last meal. Yo, seriously, sometimes you gotta state your dominance. If I see him like this and his joint was bigger than mine, I'd fight him while his meat is out. Usually people be like, yo, I ain't gonna fight you with your meat out. Look, only reason I'm gonna fight you with your meat out is if your joint bigger than mine. I gotta stand on principles and business. It ain't even about nothing else but a respect thing. Because now you trying to like pop it that you out meating me, and that's crazy. I'm not king meat though, but sheesh, bro, keep it respectful, man.
Policemen goons while driving. Gooning on the job is already risky business, but I'd say in the case of certain jobs, it can be absolutely diabolical if you go through with it. Which brings us to the case of the cop who—
Oh man, look at him. He just looked like a gooner. Man, trust, bro. From gooner to gooner, I can see it in his eyes. I can see it.
the cop who crashed his cruiser while watching On November 6, 2024, in Sorrento, Florida, police deputy Tristan McComber was driving along in his squad car southbound on County Road 435. And this would be no ordinary patrol. On body cam footage, Tristan can be seen briefly checking his phone and then out of nowhere, crash. Officer McComber, distracted from checking his phone, rear-ended a civilian motorist who was stopped behind a school bus. Uh-oh. But that's not even the worst part. Frame-by-frame body cam footage analysis reveals, well,
Bro, if your body cam ain't pick up the meat, you not meated. I ain't never seen no driving goon. I ain't never seen it before, bro. Like, that's impressive. Drive goon? Nah, gang, you tripping, bro. What's on your mind? These be the people who's supposed to save our life, bro. Think about it. Somebody called the cops with their life in danger, and the cops somewhere like, hold on, wait. Hold on, wait. Hold on, wait. First of all, let's just get something very clear. If it takes you longer than 15 seconds to goon, you might actually like men. And there's nothing wrong with liking men, but I'm just letting you know, bro. It shouldn't take that long. And I'm just being quite literally honest with y'all. It's very normal to takes 15 seconds to goon, I swear. So it shouldn't be no drive-by gooning. But ain't no way you supposed to be the man to save my life. Where can you wash your hands at? I'm gonna be like, oh my God, cop, thank you. This is why you can't shake everybody's hand.
was watching porn on the phone. and possibly even gooning to it. Bro was literally browsing the
smile.
hub while tailgating a soccer mom and a bus full of children.
He says, I can't control my horny level.
Stumbling out of his patrol car, bricked up and torqued, Macomber, or Macoomer as I'm calling him from now on, is
Magooner.
clearly embarrassed. He calls for backup and goes to check on the woman that he hit.
Yeah, that fucking sucked. Yeah, I'm good. Hello, ma'am. Are you okay? I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
My brakes locked up.
Bro, this is like the dumbest way to get in a car accident. I promise you, bro. Ain't nothing better than when you can just wait, get in that silent room. Me, I like to turn the speaker on. You know what I'm saying? I do it with the speaker on. We all different. The speaker on go crazy, gang. Know what I'm saying? I'm out the game. But I will do what Michael Jordan did in 1996 and go for another three-peat when I get to my new crib, and I do it in the movie room on the 200,000 big screen that take up the whole room, boy.
This is an audio recording from that incident of him explaining what he was doing.
I'm over here stroking my d. I lotion on my d. I'm just stroking my shit.
The cop actually lied when the colleagues arrived. Officer Coomer told his supervisors that the woman ahead of him abruptly stopped due to the school bus. He said the sudden braking caused his brakes to lock up, and that's why he crashed into her.
I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
My brakes locked up.
Macoomer even claimed that his ABS light had been blinking around the time of this occurring. So, you know, he's implying that, oh, my ABS is messed up, and that's why I slammed into the woman.
I'm over here stroking my d.
So yeah, it was wet out at the time, and you know, his story seemed plausible. Nothing would come from this, well, other than the police officer himself.
I can't control my horny level.
But then, they pulled the body cam footage.
As a police officer, they be abusing their power every which way, shape, and form. So now I'm finding out, before you stick your knee on my head, you sitting up here watching you gooning. All they do is just OD on the power. But like I told you, I got family that's police officers, so you play wrong with me, you will, on everything that I love in this world, you will be the next person they're marching for in the city.
A quote from the official. I was able to observe in the top right of the screen that Macoomer was holding what appears to be a cell phone in his right hand.
Magooner!
Unquote. When questioned about the cell phone usage, which clearly led to the crash, Macoomer admitted he was on his phone, but said that he was only checking a group chat that had other officers in it. The problem with that is, in the footage, there's literally porn on the screen, so...
Bro, I swear, bro, I didn't want to be that guy, but I swear this looks like a police officer scene. If you know, you know, bro. You can look up police officer. Man, I ain't trying to... You know, I did further research on this video before watching this video to inform y'all on what, you know, give you guys proper information. How can I make a video without informing you guys? So pretty much there's this category where you can watch police officers who arrest people and be like, all right, you know what? I ain't gonna arrest you. Drop that booty. I do the proper research before these videos to properly inform y'all on what takes place in the video.
They pressed him again even harder, and Tristan Macoomer would finally come clean, admitting to not only being on his phone, but also to looking at graphic material, specifically, quote, like boobs and whatnot. Macoomer would be reprimanded for lying by omission, as investigators confirmed that the main reason for the crash was due to the officer ogling at graphic images on his phone.
That boy getting investigated for being too freaky. Hey, I'll be real. This happened to me before in school. Well, not like this though. Not like this. Not this.
As for the vehicle that the officer rear-ended, the driver seemed to be uninjured in the body cam footage, so no big deal there, I reckon.
See, y'all tripping, boy. Y'all tripping. Man, anybody hit me in any way, shape, or form, I'm like, oh, my leg. My leg! I need some money, gang!
Tell them to bring me my money.
Bro, these vids not paying my bills. I need some money. I'm broke as hell. Before the next person comes in, I didn't do exactly that, but it was in 7th grade. Like, I got caught trying to get some ass. And then they brought me to the room with the girl and another person who we was on the 2-man with in 7th grade. I was on 2-mans. They brought us to the room, but for some reason, when we got to the room and they explained what was happening, they said the girl was trying to grab my butt. I was like, bro, what? Bro, if you're gonna suspend me, bro, don't suspend me for being Diddy for real. What you mean you on the phone my mama telling her a girl trying to grab my butt, bro? At least get it right.
Our next gooner is an individual who became so reckless with his stroking addiction that he frequently became known to goon for extended sessions in extremely crowded public areas. On March 11th, 2022, around 9:30 a.m.
Florida man. Florida man. If you live, why is everybody in Florida just a little bit thrown off in the brain? Bro, in Florida, screws be loose. Screws be loose in Florida. I know y'all know Florida, man. This is not a myth, bro.
22, around 9:30 a.m., 27-year-old homeless man and self-described male model Blake Rain decided to put on a show at the Miami Beach Starbucks on Collins Avenue and 29th Street.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. I know Starbucks got the has, but bro, you don't just whip out your meat, though. Especially when you not meated, gang. Like, I can look at you and tell you're not meated, bro.
As Blake entered the Starbucks, he didn't approach the barista and order a coffee. Rather, he leisurely walked over to an American flag that was hanging on the store window, produced his cock and balls, and started jerking off publicly.
I would have walked up to him and said, what you think you better than me? What you think you got more meat than me? Huh? Huh? You got more meat than me, boy? Huh? Huh? Say it now. You got more meat. And then I would have protected the woman at the same time, because at the end of the day, I love women. I treat women with respect. Don't you dare go out in public in front of all these women who could possibly, you never know, bro. They could be on their period, bro. This is why, bro, I wish every man just went through periods and not women, bro. This shit get me so mad. Like, why you just walking out with your meat? Boy, I ought to slap you in your meat, boy.
The man in this video was arrested for lewd and lascivious behavior inside a Miami Beach Starbucks.
What are you doing?
A customer records as employees who may not be aware.
Like, look at the fine shits walking past. And you scaring them. Scaring them. Fine shit got one time to look at me crazy, I turned into a patriotic man. Fine shit got one time to look at me crazy, I turned into a doctor that went to Yale.
Continue calling for order.
Get the out. It's disgusting.
Apparently stuff like this must happen a lot around there, as the baristas are seemingly just going along with their work as if there isn't a guy shooting ropes in their lobby. You can literally hear them calling out customer names to pick up drinks.
Rafael?
Thankfully, Alyssa, the woman who's recording, intervened in all of this madness, chastising the depraved gooner, and did her best to cockblock the guy from his own right hand.
I don't want to ever go back, and it's just, it'll always be in the back of my head.
She got meat on her mind. He probably, that sound like a W to the bot. That's all he ever wanted.
Actually been into being screamed at by her.
It's disgusting.
This sickening public gooning display by our homeless male model here reportedly lasted about 10 minutes. Eventually, Miami Beach officers would arrive, and they scared the guy off in the process. Officers caught up with him shortly after he fled. He was seen walking southbound on Collins Avenue, and once he saw the police were on his trail, he took off running. Officers gave chase and ended up tasing the fleet-footed masturbator, marking the end of his Starbucks stroke session.
Video shows police trying to take 27-year-old Blake Rain into custody. The police report says Rain ran from police. He's combative, while police tase him.
Blake was arrested and charged with lewd and lascivious behavior, disorderly conduct in an establishment, and resisting an officer without violence. After being taken to the Mount Sinai Medical Center to tend to injuries from his arrest, Blake Rain was then taken into custody and arraigned in a court for his bond.
Oh boy, you get to jail, what you in here for? Beat my meat. They waiting for somebody who want to beat their meat in public. Beat it in front of me, beat it. Beat it, please, beat it. That's how they get down in jail. Oh, you was beating your meat in public? Beat it now. Come on, I'll help you. Oh!
The story of the Gooner Doc. Now we advance to one of today's most prolific and shameless gooners. A medical doctor whose gross proclivities led to him regularly walking around naked in his own medical office in front of female staff. This is Arkansas.
You not even meet it. Come on, bro. I'm gonna just tell you his meat archetype because, like I said, I do my research on these videos before making them so you guys can properly receive my information properly. If you want me to give you a quite estimate of his meat, bro, he got more hair than meat. So it's like all bush, and then you might just see the meat poke out like this. And it's just all bush. So I don't understand.
Stop it. Get some help.
Arkansas-based Dr. David Define, a medical professional with over 25 years of experience, and he's had an interesting career to say the least. The doc is no stranger to getting in trouble. In the past, the physician has been criminally charged for illegally distributing pain medications, and even had his medical license suspended back in 2017 due to excessively prescribing narcotics.
He's serving the perky. I can hear them perkies calling.
But big fucking deal though, right? I mean, it sounds like your average small town American doctor, you know? Well, I'm not here to talk about the doc.
Bro, no it doesn't. Bro, this guy is questionable, bro. Bro, no it doesn't. How do you know that? Bro, there's something this guy needs to tell us, bro.
Because he's passing out perk 30s to anyone who asks him. I'm here because he's in the office with his cock and balls out. You see, Dr. David in the past has described himself as a naturist, essentially a head-ass way of saying that he's a nudist. The guy at one point even reportedly operated an Instagram page called Naked Dr. Dave, where he would presumably post about his nudist lifestyle. This page was only the start of unsettling things to come. It was the first indication that there was something fucky going on with this guy behind closed doors, and apparently he was unclothed behind those doors. Dave's nude antics first got him in trouble with the Arkansas Medical Board back in January of 2024. Someone reported his nudist Instagram page to the medical board after stumbling upon apparent nude photos of him posted there. When confronted about this, he'd defend himself against the board, stating that as a naturist, he does not, quote, shame, sexualize, fear, or negatively stigmatize the naked body.
Why are you so passionate about this, bro? Put your meat up. Bro, you sound dumb as that. Just put your meat up, gang. It's not that deep. We don't even, nobody wants to have to see your meat because you's a naturist. What are you talking about? Bro, keep that in the room with your shorty. We don't want to see that. In the room with your shorty, you get a pass. I walk with my meat out. My booty cheeks out, gang, straight up.
He also added that there was no crossover whatsoever with my professionalism while practicing medicine and my naturist activities, unquote. The guy was a proud nudist, and goddamn anyone tried to get between him and being butt-ball naked. But he promised that he wasn't naked at work. That was different. That was a line that he was not willing to cross. Skeptical but willing to concede for the time, the medical board decided not to take any action against Dr. David. But this situation was far from over and was only about to get much worse. Around the time of the board ceasing their investigation on the doc, an extremely disturbing piece of surveillance video footage would come to light. A piece of footage that suggested David was lying about not mixing his at-home nudity with on-the-job activities.
Bro, you can't tell me that if you got on a hat. You gonna hide that hairline, but you ain't gonna hide that meat. And he's stretching the meat. You gonna hide that hairline, but not hide that meat? Nah, show that. Show the fact your hairline is far back. Show everybody the fact that you balding. Show everybody the fact you got the grandpa cut and the grandpa meat.
To light in November of 2024, the footage originally recorded all the way back in 2019 allegedly showed Dr. David sauntering around his medical office in Blytheville, Arkansas, while completely butt-ball naked. The nude practitioner can at one point be seen carelessly conversing with several of his female employees. At one point, the nude doctor even goes to interact with the patient. The guy was very much—
Oh my God. This reminds me of when I had a male doctor and I was getting a physical and he told me to pull down my pants and I did it and I let him touch my balls. Worst day of my life. In my head, I'm like, bro, if I get bricked. Bro, if I get bricked, it's the end of my life. Bro, if I get bricked, it's the end of my life. I didn't get bricked. You mean to tell me this guy wasn't even helping people? He was just showing his meat? Shout out to these 4 people right here. If you want to shout out like these 4 people, it could all be so simple. Like this video. Let me know that you liked it in the comment section. And I will go through and pick 4 lucky people to get a shout out. You could be one. Make sure you're subscribed to my other channels. Make sure you're subscribing and make sure you're subscribing, okay? It is your boy. I'm gone.